I don't think you understand how fast 1 hour, 59 minutes, and 30 seconds is. This is about the world record marathon, chat, and I am going to go on fucking crazy amounts of rants this video. When I tell you, you don't understand. I remember we had an argument the other day about who the most athletic person in the world was, and we were talking about, oh, most athletic man in history. You go to Usain Bolt. People are saying LeBron James. People are saying Tiger Woods. People are saying Usain Bolt. I think I already said Usain Bolt. Michael Phelps. People like that. Kipchoge is up for contention. Kipchoge's up for contention. Most athletic people of all time. This guy, 1 hour and 59 minutes. Before this video even starts, I haven't even pressed pause. I haven't even pressed play yet. Before you even finish the video, this guy's worst mile in a 26.2 mile race is better than the fastest mile you will run in your life. And he ran 26 in a row, and his worst mile is better than the fastest mile that you'll run in your life. That's not cap. It's not cap. The average person in chat, I'm telling you, it's not cap.
Sometimes a once-in-a-lifetime moment rolls by and you just can't ignore it. And the first ever official sub 2 hour marathon is one of those moments. Not only by one athlete, but 2 and 3 athletes going under the previous world record. And I just don't think people understand how fast this is.
You're sprinting. You're running a marathon where your average mile is around 4:30 or less. Like, you're sprinting for 2 hours.
Versus the clock. He's gonna do it. We are gonna see a legal,
like, look at that pace.
sub 2 hour marathon.
Funny enough, the very first official marathon world record was 2 hours and 55 minutes back in 1908. So when
In 1908, there was some unk wearing leather shoes running a fucking 2:55. That's wild. My dumb ass probably couldn't run a 6 hour. I think I would. I don't know what a marathon would look like for me. It would be bad.
18 years, which is the entire history of the marathon, this is the first and almost certainly the only hour barrier we'll ever see broken. Because if they eventually do run under 1 hour, I don't want to be there to find out the type of person to do it. The sub 2 hour barrier had first been theorized back in 1991, when the world record was still around 2 hours and 6 minutes by Brazilian Ronaldo da Costa. And through the years, as it continued to slowly progress lower, human impatience got the better of us.
Doing a cartwheel. You're on crack. After 26 miles running, you just broke a world record. Yeah, you got the energy for that. Hell no, bro. I do think watching a marathon is one of the most boring things you could watch. I'm gonna say that right now. The marathon is so long in the Olympics that they check back on the marathon. Like, there's probably a live feed where you could watch the whole thing, but when the marathon's going on, they go, the marathon's beginning. They put it on for a minute, and then they go, all right, we'll check back up on that in a while. And then they broadcast other shit for fucking 10 minutes, and then you check back up on it again. And it's like, because they're just running the whole time. Like, you're not noticing anything special until the last, 3 minutes, 5 minutes.
And we tried to force the inevitable quicker
mile.
with unofficial exhibition attempts. Using the greatest marathoner at the time, Eliud Kipchoge is a champion of sorts. First failing in 2017 by an excruciating 26 seconds, but nailing it second time in 2019, going 1:59.40.
Dude, I want to feel what their heart feels like. You know what I mean? And I'm not sitting here acting like I'm out of shape or some shit, but I get high a lot. I don't do cardio. I feel like if I had his heart, I feel like I just feel like life is a breath of fresh air if you're Kipchoge, you know? You walk outside, this probably feels like the most efficient. His VO2 max has to be through the roof. I mean, he could probably go, and it's just every oxygen molecule is 100% efficiently pumped into your bloodstream. You probably feel like God in some way. You're one with Earth. It has to feel better. It does, because he's more efficient. Yeah, he has a V12 lung set. I'm running on a V4 that's 120,000 miles in.
Kipchoge. Whoa! Got his shoulder. 140.
Both efforts done under extremely curated conditions, including an optimal course, new shoe tech, pacing, drafting, nutrition.
Aren't there shoes that are banned because they're too good at making you run long distances faster? Like, there's certain, like, Nike running shoes that you're not allowed to use because they just give you boost. It is a pain to find a doctor. When you're a kid, you go to the same family doctor all the time, and once you get into adulthood, you have to start scheduling appointments for niche doctors that you've never even heard of before. Skin doctors and allergists. Your GP, you got to go to your regular dentist appointment all the time or his teeth are going to rot. It's annoying. And that is where ZocDoc simplifies this entire process and makes your life a whole lot easier. ZocDoc is super simple and helps you find the doctor you need. All you need to do is input your type of doctor you're looking for, the insurance you have if you have any, and when you're looking to go, and it will give you an entire list of doctors that fit your specific needs and when they're available in the coming weeks. Sometimes you can even book an appointment within 24 to 72 hours. It is that simple. You can also compare the doctors and the reviews from other ZocDoc users that have gone to them to see if that doctor fits your specific needs better than somebody else within the same profession. They have over 150,000 providers with over 200 plus specialties in all 50 states. I know it may seem small, but clicking the link in the description is a huge step towards prioritizing your health. To get started, go to ZocDoc.com/Bartolozzi and get that appointment checked off your to-do list. Thank you to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it.
The list of optimal conditions was endless. All the while, the official world record was slowly chipped down to a 2 hour and 35 second time by the late Kelvin Kiptum, a bright shining talent like we'd never seen before. Marathon runners tended to peak in their 30s, but here he was, 23 years old, on top of the world after only 3 marathons. Everyone thought he was going to be the guy to break the 2 hour barrier. He would pass away months after his world record in a car crash, aged only 24. And I felt like all of this context was important to mention, because at the time of his world record in 2023, which at the current date was less than 3 years ago, none of the 3 athletes who beat his
Bro, that like fucking freaks me out when I hear shit like that. Because like I'm 24 and I'm like, oh my God, bro. Literally just like in the peak of his career dies.
Record today had ran a single marathon. A truly disturbing example of just how fast time continues to move. And the 3 athletes were Uganda's Jacob Kiplino, the current half marathon world record holder, Ethiopia's Yomif Kajolcha, who won silver in the 10K at last year's World Athletics Championship and also held a very short-lived half marathon world record, and lastly, Kenya's Sebastian Sawe, who in his first marathon last year ran the fastest debut in history.
Debut marathon. Fastest debut marathon in history. Where are they finding these guys? What was he doing prior to this? His first marathon out on the books. Yeah, basically sub 2 hour. I'm one of the fastest people alive. What?
And through the first half of the course, it was quick, but nothing indicating world record. Each of the first 4 5-kilometer splits hovering around.
Also, if you don't know how a marathon works, this is just like super interesting. These are the guys running the race, and then they have pacemakers that they swap out. So they follow a pace car sometimes, usually, because it's really hard in your brain to know I'm running at 5.8 miles per hour. I'm running at 7.8 miles per hour. So that's also why the world records improved drastically, is because they have a pace car that you could follow, and these cars that follow, like these guys have cameras probably, but like it's for the cars for fast people. Well, the car in front is also to give you like drag, which some people say is like cheating, but like it reduces like the amount that you're running into. But they have these guys, they swap them out. So they'll run as pace for like 4 or 5 miles, and then they'll get 5 new guys to come in and just run at that pace. And they have pacemakers or pace setters. I don't know if it's the 1800. I think the 800 is where they have a pacemaker or a pace setter, whatever it's called. What is the shortest race with a pacemaker? Yeah. I think it's the 800. Yeah, an 800 meter run. There's a video of a pacemaker that was so far ahead that he tried to win.
At the recent Diamond
First 200 meters.
He just stops being the pace, and he starts running in front of everybody Like, this is the pace.
World of his own, enjoying himself, looking great, but 20 metres now that lead, actually 25. That's one of the most ridiculous gaps I've seen for a long, long time in an 800 metres.
Quinones set such a cracking pace over the first lap that when he turned around and viewed the field well behind him, you could sense a sparkle in the 26-year-old's eyes, who thought just maybe he could pinch the race.
And then it keeps going. Wait, right here.
Victory wasn't to be, with the entire
running out of gas here. Wait. Oh my God, I'm gonna win. And everyone passes you.
Here comes Kipyeg on back, but Kosciot has just stolen a march. Is he going to catch him? Brazier finishing quickly.
And dead last. Dead last. Yeah. Because they're just better runners. And he didn't pace himself. He's the pace. He didn't pace himself well, but
29 seconds, which was a projected finishing time of 2 hours and 50.
800's the worst race to run. Worst race to run. That is the worst race to run in track. It's basically full sprinting half a mile. It's horrible.
So while they continued the steady pace over the next 10 kilometers, 14:20 and 14:22, they would reach the 30-kilometer mark, a distance commonly known as the wall.
Holy fuck. Hitting the wall is a state of severe fatigue, usually occurring 18 to 20 miles, caused by the depletion of muscle glycogen. Like they can't keep walking.
Yet at a distance that has the highest fatality rate in running,
Fatality rate?
Sawa and Kejelcha would actually speed up, dropping Kiplimo
Oh, where people drop off, not die?
in the process. And continuing into the next 10k, they would put rubber to tarmac and lay down the fastest 5-kilometer splits of this entire race. A mind-shattering 13:54 and 13:42.
Records, a 4:12. Wow.
A 4:12 mile, 24 miles into the race. If you're running a 4:12 as a 1 mile run, I'm almost certain you go D1 in college as just your mile. What is a D1 mile time for men? The record's 3:48. High school boys need to run a mile time around 4:10 to get into a good D1 program. Less competitive Division I schools 4:23. So, you're not top of the rung D1 miler, but you could go D1 running a 4:12 mile. And this is his 24th mile split.
Wow. Yeah, I'm desperate. Oh my word. They are absolutely flying.
That's insane.
So
is that good or bad? Bro, his 1 mile, he would smoke these mile guys. Like, this stamina is just absurd. Like, no one would run that. You are not running a 4:23 mile. Unless you run cross country and you're really good. Like, the average person's in this chat's probably run like a 7-minute mile, 8-minute mile. And you're dying after.
Sub 2 hour territory. They're both absolutely flying. I'm getting goosebumps. I'm nervous about what we're seeing right now.
If you're a runner of any sort, you already know how fast these 5k splits are. This is what elite 5k runners hit fresh, and they're doing it not even mid-marathon, at the tail end. But if you're not a runner, and you happen to be like me, these splits kinda just go in one ear and out the other, let me lay it down for you. In 2025, only 625 men ran a faster 5k fresh. That might sound reasonably high.
625 men running it fresh, but it's his last 5k.
But that's 660 people out of a population of 8.8 billion. But if that doesn't sound impressive enough, that was fast enough to qualify for last year's 5,000 meter final at the World Athletics Championships. And don't even get me started on if we simply combine the splits to make it a 10k. It becomes 27 minutes and 36 seconds. That time would have placed them top 50 in last year's world rankings and won last year's 10,000 meter world championship title.
Won it? Oh my
in which
God.
Kejelcha came second in that.
What's your mile time? Probably actually slop garbage. I don't know, Zod. If I ran a mile right now, I think I might run like an 8-minute mile. My stamina is like rock bottom. I smoke and I don't do cardio. Like, that's, well, weed, not tobacco. But like, yeah, the weed's probably making it far worse.
And after a pace quick enough to win a world championship title, Sawe would drop Kejelcha, who was running his first ever marathon, and managed to muster up a final surge, making these final kilometers the fastest of his entire race into the first.
Is a 1350 mile good? No, you're extremely out of shape. And that's not me being mean. If you run a 1350 mile, you're walking. You're walking. What? You're literally walking. 1350 miles per hour. You're walking 4.3 miles per hour. That's walking. That is a walking pace. If you're running a 1350 mile, did you mean 100 meters? Because a 1350 mile is like a treadmill. Like you're just like you're strolling. Like you're just like walking down the road. I think you meant 1350 for the 10K. No, okay, I'm starting to like, no, I'm sorry, or for the 5K. I think he meant 1350. I'm going to say, I think I'm switching. I think he meant 1350 for the 5K. There's no shot somebody's actually asking if a 1350 miles good.
Fastest of his entire
500 meters is bad? Yeah, that's why I'm saying this.
Race into the first win in that race. And after a pace quick enough to win a world championship title, Sawe would drop Kejelcha, who was running his first ever marathon, and managed to muster up a final surge, making these final kilometers the fastest of his entire race into the first ever.
Like, how tired do they feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, in this last bit, are they more tired than I've ever been, or are they as tired as me when I'm, like, finishing a 1 mile?
Sub 2 hour marathon.
Because I feel like when I'm finishing a 1 mile, I'm going... dying. It's 26 miles. Yeah, but these guys are the most... I think after a mile, he could fucking go give a speech. Like, after a mile, I need to lay down.
2 hours in a true run race. It's Sawe versus the clock. He's going to do it. It's the world record by nearly a minute.
Sebastian Sawe, 1 hour, 59 minutes and 30 seconds, splitting an hour 29 for the first half and 59.01 for the second. Running the second half
running the second half faster than the first.
Nearly a minute and a half faster, a strategy only applied to the marathon since 2023 after Kelvin Kiptum did it. And behind him, Yomif Kejelcha held onto a 1:59.41, the second man ever in history to go sub 2 in the fastest marathon debut ever. And even Kiplimo in 2 hours and 28 seconds, under Kiptum's 2023 world record as well. I hope during my small rant, I got the message across of just how fast
Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Ethiopia, 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 Kenya, Ireland, Great Britain.
Sawe's and Kejelcha's finishing 5K splits were. But those were just their best splits. The reality is, the entire race's average are absolutely disgusting. Sawe specifically averaging over 42 kilometers, a 5K pace.
Bro, the training they do, if you watch like videos about like Ethiopian and Kenyan runners that are pro, they just run. Like all they do is run. I mean, obviously, it's like if you're a COD player, all you're going to do is play COD. But like, dude, the training's just unreal.
Of 14 minutes.
It's just, yeah, I'm going to run 40 miles today.
In 10 seconds. An average mile of 4:33, 2:49 per kilometer, 68 seconds per 400 meter, 34 seconds per 200 meter, and 17 seconds per 100 meter. Pick your poison and...
They can't do that Badwater 100 like David Goggins can, though. They can't do that Badwater 100.
How you convey the speed of this race. It's silly stupid no matter how you look at it. But running 17-second 100 meters 420 times in a...
David Goggins in 10 years when his knees are actual goop, squishmallows that are, you could just, or what are they called? Neatos. You walk up to David Goggins' knees and they're just liquid.
Bro, sounds pretty damn nuts. Previously on this channel, I haven't covered roads of marathon. I usually
David Goggins in 10 years when he unzips his flash suit. Like you're saying he's not, like he's a lizard person?
Follow the news of it, but hand on my heart, this was the first time I ever sat down live to watch an entire marathon, and it was this one. And because of that, I can't properly explain the intricacies of the course. The fueling...
I gotta Google how long it took David Goggins to do the Badwater 100. David Goggins did not run a standalone 100-mile race because the Badwater Ultra Marathon's 135 miles. Oh my God, it's more. So, bro, what is that? Is that 5 marathons back to back? 135 miles. Bro, that is running like from Philadelphia to like New York. Like, that's like San Diego to LA. You're just gonna fucking run that. However, to qualify for his Badwater, he ran his first ever 100-mile distance in 18 hours. Do they eat? Like, are they pooping? What is that like? What does that do to... I feel like that kills your actual body, right? That can't be good for you. You're running 100 miles in 18 hours straight. You're just full running. All you're doing, like, that's more than you would be awake in a day. That's the long... No, it's worse than the long walk. Honestly, it's worse. I feel like I would love to see what David Goggins could put up in the long walk. Spoiler alert, the long walk ends at 300 miles, which if you look it up is the distance between Philadelphia and Boston. So you're traveling about 3 full states to get there. But he's running 135 miles. I'm pretty sure the long walk was over the course of like 4 days. So maybe, I don't really know how long. What is his pace? If you run 100 miles in 18 hours and 56 minutes, what is your miles per hour average? He's running an average of 5.2 miles per hour. So a light jog. Nah. That's enough. You're not walking. 5.3 miles per hour, you're both feet are off the ground, or 1 foot's off the ground, and you're kind of like hopping.
His insane mileage, running 220 kilometers per week, which is astronomically high. Or even how supposedly the new Adidas shoe saved him and Kajelcha 50 seconds.
Those look like boosters people that are like 5'5" would use. Bro, those are like 3-inch tall fucking sneakers.
Because they're 30 gram lighter than
$500 shoes?
competitors. What I do understand
$500 running shoes?
is numbers. The game is changing at an accelerated rate. From the 20 years between 1986 and 2006, the world record moved 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Compare that to the last 20 years, 5 minutes and 25 seconds. We've just broken this barrier, but this isn't the world.
Bro, this video is getting copyrighted. You hear that? My heart.
This was one of the most iconic moments in sports history, and in an insane premonition
I'm still making this a video. Yo, out of the last 5 videos I've posted, 4 have been demonetized.
after
Demonetized or copyrighted, so they're still running ads, but I'm not getting any of the revenue.
Subway's debut of 202, Adidas
That's the annoying thing about copyright, because you can't just turn it off. They'll still keep ads on for chat or for the viewer, but they just take the revenue.
felt he was going to break the world record. So to put it bluntly, they drug tested the shit out of him. I don't
Oh
really
my
have
God.
much to add to that. I just think this is crazy. So in
25 out of competition drug tests in 2 months.
conclusion, and in line with the
Bro, what is he peeing in a fucking cup and pooping in a cup every other day?
title of this video,
Blood tests.
I have a special challenge. Go out there and run 400 meters in 68 seconds for as long as you can, or whatever one of these splits.
I think I could run 400 meters in 68 seconds. So this is his average pace in the 26 miles, a 17-second 100-meter. And he's running that over and over for 42 kilometers. Bro, that's crazy. Like, you know what? The wild part is there are, like, the average person. What is the average person's 100-meter dash? Like, including all adults. 13 to 15 seconds for men, 15 to 17 seconds for women. So he's losing to an average man by 2 seconds in a 100-meter, but he's running that nonstop over and over 42 kilometers. He's tying a lower-end average woman in the world in 100 meters, and he's running that for 26 miles. 400 meters, 68 seconds, I think most people couldn't do. I don't think the average person could run. I don't think the average person, the average person can't run a mile in 4 minutes and 33 seconds. That's for certain.
You think you can handle. When we watch sport, and any sport, we take for granted how easy and smooth these guys make it look. Because I guarantee, until you do it yourself, you don't realize how superhuman these guys are.
Yeah, but I gotta say, I feel like this isn't that fun if you're a spectator at mile 23. Woo! Ring, 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 ring. You have bells. Woo! Woo! Oh, woo! Another person. All right, everybody's gone. Do we leave now, or what do you do? You know? Time to go home?
How many laps do you think you're going to get?
Oh my god, he actually is going to try it? No, I'll just get a like now. Jump man, bro. What a goat. What a goat. He's about to sprint this shit. Target pace 68 seconds per 400 meters. I think I got 2 laps at 68 seconds. I think I could run the 800 meter at his pace.
I look big and jacked.
At his pace for a marathon.
Yeah, I really think one. I think not only because the Achilles. I mean,
Not even one?
just never been that fit. I think I could get 600 if I'm lucky.
Yeah, 600. Die at 8.
Bro, I'm like really pissed off the 100 meters is only one race. I'm going to go Lud. Can we run it twice? I was like, I want to be like, yo. Actually, do you think if I asked Ludwig, he would let me do this? We run the race once and it counts, and they have FAT timing. So I would go back to Ludwig and I'd go, bro, you have this set up. Can I run another one? Just to see if I could run it faster. Because I want to know my time, and it's like hand time is turbo lame, and it's like hand timing is like not accurate. So if they have fucking FAT, I'm going to go, bro. Like, let me run it like 4 times. Let me see it. Let me see if I could get it quicker. Just everybody run it again for shits and giggles. Bro, because how long does 100 meters take? And he's sitting here like, oh, 100 meters. I ran it 3 times. My legs are tired. I'm like, bro, how are you going to expect people to compete in streamer games after that? Oh, my God. How the hell am I going to do the Qbert toss? Oh, no. My Achilles is fucked. I ran 100 meters 3 times. Now I can't throw Qbert.
2, 1, go.
I'm already gassed at about here. Right when he passes this family. I'm gassed. I'm going, ugh, this is going to suck. That's not weed brain, bro. My stamina's always been shit.
That's about pace.
No, that is pace. That is pace. That's exactly pace. He's slowing down too much. We got some length in the strides. He fails the 600 meters. Oh my God, yeah, that's a gimme 5 minutes. My heart rate would probably be at 210.
I can feel the chest infection.
Dude, I want to know my resting heart rate. It's probably through the roof.
I got pace. I was actually paced all the way around 600, but I was like digging deep.
I know, I could tell.
Yeah, and I also started so hard. I hit like the first 100 in 14 seconds, and then I was even quick to the 200. They run that for a marathon.
Yo, I think that's what everybody needs to do. What a humbling experience. The marathon's stupid. Oh, cool. Go run 1 lap around a track, and you're probably slower than him for 26 miles. You best be running 5-second 100 seconds. You mean 100 meters? That's not possible. Right now, raw, you throw me on a track, and you make me not high. I think at best, bro, I'm running an 11.4. Or no, an 11.2. I think in my dream world, I go to streamer games. I'm seated I'm number 5. I'm the head of the diamond. And I rip fucking like the Flash off the blocks, and I run a 10.9. No world that happens. I think realistically at streamer games, Joe Bart prediction, I run an 11.4. I think I could run an 11.4. If I run above 12, there should be a punishment. Can we agree on that? If I run above 12 seconds, there should be some sort of punishment for me. Yeah, if I run like above an 11.8, I'm not allowed to smoke for a month. That's not that bad. I would still eat edibles. Not using weed for a month? Oh my God, that'd be horrible. That'd be horrible. Milk mile? Oof. I would do this. If I run above a 12-second, I'll say this now. You can hold me this. If I run above a 12-second 100-meter at the streamer games, I will eat an entire head of lettuce on stream because I've always been posting that as a potential punishment, and I've never lost. I'll eat a whole head of lettuce on stream. I'm going to run faster than a 12. You're not getting under 12 seconds. I think I am. Do you think I could run the speed at which I ran in high school? Because if we're going off my high school stats, I ran a 6'9", or I ran a 6'8'9" 55 meter, and I ran it one time ever. I think I could run as fast as I could in high school. Dude, is that ego? Okay, if you look at my high school stats, I only ran the 110 hurdles sophomore year. Junior year, I actually ran the 60 too. I don't know if I never ran just a flat 60 meter. I can't see my stats. The fuck? Oh, I can. I ran a 6'9'4" 55 meter. But junior year, I ran a 5'7'8" 455 meter hurdle. And I qualified for nationals with an 8'4" 60 hurdle. Which isn't crazy. 6'9'4" 55 meter to 100 meter conversion. I would run an 11'8". Nah, but I kick up in the second half, though. Oh, fuck no. Wait, am I actually about to run a 12-second 100 meter? Nah, I gotta be gassing myself. There's no way. If I ran a 6'9" 55 meter, 100 meter times an 11'8", no shot. I feel you're slow as fuck. Bro, that's so slow. See, no, it says a 6'9'4" for 55 meters is 7.92 meters per second, giving you a 12.6 100 meter. But I'm not accelerating. Like, half of a 55 meter race is me accelerating. Once I'm at top speed, my second 50 meters is gonna be way fucking quicker. Damn, bro, I might go time myself. I ran a 4.840. What is a 4.840 to 100 meter? An 11.8. Oh God, that's bad. Should I train? I only have a week. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking. What if I lose? I might get dusted, bro. I feel like I got leg strength, though. I got power. Nah, I got power. Look, bro. I got power. Like, out of the fucking blocks, bro. Listen, out of the blocks, if I'm fucking down and I'm left-footed, so my right's my lead, and I'm fucking down like this, I'm boom. I'm out. Bro, literally fuck. Boom. Can we just do a vertical competition instead? I feel like I could jump higher. Let's do high jump. Can we get rid of the fucking 100 meters? And we'll just run, like, fucking some vertical test. I feel like I could jump higher. You're fucked on cardio? Bro, how do I check? Nah, now I need to run 100 to actually see. Oh, that's bad. That's so... Get on gear. Do you think if I start using steroids right now, it would pay off? You think if I started juicing right now, I would be able to, like, in a week, that would change? No. God, man, I might be slow as rocks. Fuck, dude. 6.94 converts to a fucking 11.8? That's bad. Bro, where's the video? I look like I actually run so slow in the one. My 100-meter special I did running. Okay, this is not, chat. This is me. Keep in mind, this is 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. And I don't have starting blocks. I don't have track cleats. And I hadn't ran in a while. And I think I'm more in shape now than I was then.
Sub 5 here.
Oh, it's so slow. It's so slow. It's so slow. It's so slow. And the form's terrible, bro. Oh, it's chopped. It's chopped. It's chopped. That's rough, dude. Oh, my God.
What was it?
Oh, my God. What is that? 4.75. Oh, it's so fucking cooked, bro. I'm going to get smoked. Oh, God. What a dork, dude. I don't know. I feel like I don't. Bro, look at my legs, though. Come on. Come on. There's power there. There's power there. We got to find it. That's all we got to do. Look, hey. Look at the legs, though. There's power. There's power. It's just, it's a matter of harnessing that. It's a matter of harnessing the capabilities there. The start's terrible. I mean, I'm literally just standing straight up. I gotta keep my head down. I'm just standing straight up 10 meters in. Like, what are we fucking doing? There's no acceleration there. Holy fucking aura. Sorry. Anyways, I Oh my God, this is me trying to do like bench maxing. Oh no, I did the NFL Combine. That's what this video was. Oh God, the hurdle. See, dude, this was the first time I jumped over a hurdle in like 4 years. Yeah, that shit was chopped. Look how high up I am. Ew. All right, next video.